Ugly Bug. Stories and Pictures by Donald Charles. As the dew-fresh morning glory unrolled its petals to the warming sun, Bug heard loud voices calling, "Hey there, Ugly Bug, get up!" He saw the bee brothers bumbling about the blossoms. "Good morning," said Bug. "Isn't it a fine day here for a walk?" "Get going, Ugly Bug," cried the bee brothers. "We need more honey." "Please be patient," Bees said Bug, putting on his hat. Bug slid down the smooth lines and started along the garden path. Before long, he met Grasshopper. But this is grand morning, Grasshopper said. Bug, would you care to walk with me? No, little Ugly Bug, sniffed Grasshopper. But much little louder, fiddle a little, and he tucked his violin under their chin and began to play the green grass of home. Bug went on his way, but when he passed a small rain puddle, he took a at his reflection. "Watch out!" cried Mr. Cricket as Bug bumped into a parcel. "Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Cricket," Bug said. "I was trying to see why some folks call me ugly." "Believe me, you never look better," Miss Cricket told him. "Perhaps you would like to walk with me," suggested Bug. "I wish I could," Miss Cricket said quickly, "but I have to practice my singing before the Moonlight Festival tonight." And Bug knew she has disappeared into the thicket of thistles. Soon Bug came to a garden gate. He squeezed under and looked around with pleasure. "What a beautiful sight!" he exclaimed. "Carrots and cabbages all in a row, with a skyline of asparagus spears to the faint aroma of mint in the air. It's great to be alive." Bug made himself comfortable on a lettuce leaf and admired the view. Suddenly something punched him and pinched him, then threw him spinning high in the air. When he fell to the ground, he was immediately caught by the sharp tails of a large bird. "I got you!" cried Bird, "and now you'll be breakfast for Junior." "Oh dear," said Bug, "this is going to spoil my morning." Then Junior hopped in and looked at the bug. Junior yelled, "I can't eat this heavy thing. It's too ugly." "Don't be a fuss," said the bird. "Bugs are good for you." But the Junior flung himself down and began to beat his wings on the ground. While the birds were arguing, Bug spotted a hole in the garden path. He wriggled and he rolled and he slipped out about grass. Then he dropped down went into the dark hole out of sight. "Now you will have to go without breakfast," Junior scolded. But Junior just smiled as they flew away. I was afraid I would be eaten," Bug said out loud. "You are going to be eaten," whispered a voice in the dark. Bug peered through the gloom and saw a beady-eyed snake grinning wickedly. I'm sure that you deserve a morsel more tempting than myself, said Bugger politely. You do look a little bit lumpy, not to mention ugly, Snake replied, but you are better than nothing. Wouldn't you rather have eggs for breakfast? Asked Bugger. I can show you where to find some. Greedily, Snake followed Bugger out of the hole and down the garden path. These look delicious, Bug said, pointing to a row of smooth, polished pebbles. You'll find them very filling. Snake quickly began gulping them down. Soon, he was full of stones. He could barely move. Oh, Snake Rose, guess I have run a heavy meal. But it's enough for one day. And he curled up and went to sleep. Bugger hurried along and almost tripped over some flowers on the path. Oops, Bugger exclaimed, I'm sorry. A small voice said, my hat must have fallen off when I was napping. The bug turned and his heart leaped. I could scarcely believe his eyes. There, resting on the moss on the shady mushroom, was someone he had never seen before. Isn't this garden lovely? She asked. Indeed it is, Bug replied with a bow. Would you like to take a walk with me? I'll be delighted, she said. So the two bugs strolled through the garden hand in hand. Soon they were admiring the sunset and the shadows gathering the dusk. Later that night, as the moon rose over the rutabaga, the two bugs curled on a hollyhock leaf to enjoy the moonlight festival. But far down the dark path, the bee waters and the grasshopper were sound asleep. But in the garden, the cricket songs sounded through the clear night air. The bugs gazed at each other in the moonlight. I think you are beautiful, Bud murmured. Oh, thank you, she replied. And I think you are simply perfect. Well, I'm not sure, Bud protested, but he was very pleased. And the two happy bugs snuggled together and watched the fireflies dance among the stars.